Saturday, January 5th, just a continuation with the base, footings, the foundation. So it sounds like they're gonna use the cement mixer and bags when they build these. This fellow's still bending the support bars. Got one person digging, one person emptying the bucket. Same on the other side. And then we go vertical. So today is Sunday, January the whatever, first Sunday in January. Got a fresh pile of sand, got the cement mixer going crazy, throwing buckets at a time. This wet, goopy mixture. They've got the framing material here. They've got all of these built now, quite a few. Saudi Cup. So you see now, they've got the tie-ins going all the way around the property. They've got them this way, tying the posts together. They've got them this way, tying the posts together. Over here, same. Happy guy. That's the boss man. Still crazy the way they all point different directions. But that's okay, they haven't got to that part yet. They're still doing the bottoms now. This is the board that was so important. It had all of their measurements on it. They used to line up to the other side. And now they don't need that. I'm hoping. It's off. There they are. Farms. Filling them in. Very wet. Interesting. I can't believe these guys are just so hot. I mean, today's not a hot day. It's probably about 30ish. And very low humidity, light breeze. But I think you'd want light breeze on your body. Like I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt. And these guys like the head bandanas, long sleeve shirts. But yeah, all tied together. This is the portion of the driveway here. Eventually. So today is Tuesday, January 8th. We can see they have more of the... But here they got a few more of the foundation set up. Bars, rebars. Over there is like rebar chaos central. There's so much of it. But soon they'll start pounding them in and get more cement poured. They have a few bags left here. And then by next week they'll be going vertical. That would be my uneducated guess, which would be the same as their guess with 20 years in the business. So this is the same Tuesday, January 8th, 2019. This is just shot from the other angle. This fellow is bending the frame for the foundation. Or a lot of them, they have metal now as well that they're using to make the forms. These here are metal. They had been using some wood. P-Jack had to bring them from his other site, I think, to this site. He's got another project on the go. The other one's ahead of us by about a year. And that's why I don't think this will be done in 5 months. No, he said 4 months actually. 3 if he rushed it, and 4. He started it November 4th. Just one more quick video before I leave. You'll see here on the hose, on the pipe, they have the clear plastic hose. That's what they've been using. The leveling. They're still using the water bubble level. No lasers here. All the lasers are used on the lady boys' faces or something, I don't know. They don't use them for leveling. So yeah, still the clear rubber hose. And they still have 2 wheelbarrows, but they don't need them today. More concrete to follow. So here we are, Wednesday, January the 9th. Forms are all going in. Surprisingly, it looks like they're sloping, but it might just be my eyes. Had more sand delivered, or more, more gravel and sand, also more cement. Got all the rebar in. Once they pour these, then they'll start backfilling them with the dirt, and then they're gonna bring it up. It's gonna be about a meter, or almost a meter higher than the road by the end of it. But this is about as high as it goes here. Then the floor cement slabs are about 4 inches thick. So these ones are all in place now at the back of the house. Looks like they're just finishing off the second one there. So they create all of these things. They hook them on the post. Then when they feed the rebar through, then they'll eventually just spread all those out, and that's what's down there. See, there's a bunch of them hooked up right there and here. Then they'll shimmy them all down, give them all the spacing. And then like these ones here, or these ones here, the wire tie each one in on each piece of rebar. So what are these ones now? These are 3, 6, 7, 8 bars. Yeah. Where the verticals are just 6. This goes back for the patio. The back of that wall is here. This is the driveway here, coming in. And this little room here is the scooter room. Seems awfully large, but it is between the 2 posts. It should be 2.5 meters. So I guess, yeah, because the wall has to come in on each side. Yeah, this is just temporary. Oh, too zoomed in. This is their commode, outhouse. They're all having lunch right now. They got the pipes in now, so they're probably getting ready for the bugs, if I was to guess. Once they get all the dirt in and get everything leveled out, then they'll put a grid of, I guess, PVC plastic piping everywhere. And then they set up a water tank, not a tank. And then when it comes time to do the bug extermination thing, they fill the tank up. And then I don't know if it's pressurized or if it just leaches through all of the pipes that are on top of the ground and takes care of all the wood bugs, ants, anything that creepy crawly, snakes, things like that. And it just makes it easier than having the exterminator guy come, because he can only come and spray like the foundation once around. So this will go underneath the whole house. There's a bit of an air gap under the house, so the house will be raised. Once they get these concrete poured up, it'll be raised off of that. So there will still be a crawl space, but they do bring the dirt and the sand up fairly high. And those are the forms there that they're using out of the wood for the pouring of the concrete. And like I showed before, these ones are due to the vertical posts, which will go up to the second story. And these ones here, where the garage is, are lower than the house. The house is raised up, so there'll be like a 2 steps into the, oops. Well, the door is actually here. That's where the door is, from the garage into it. So then Jen will park her car here, and then the house goes out further from that. So today's date is Thursday, January the 10th. And you can see that these foundation parts have been poured, and the forming material, boards or metal, have been removed. The inner ones are still there. They've got the metal on the outside ones here, and the wood on the inside. It's just coincidence, I think, whatever fits. The wood ones they can cut down to size. And there's the lower ones there for the garage. This is pretty much the front door area. I think the ramp would be up in this area here, and then come to this here. Whoops, you can't see my hand. This here is going to be like the front patio, I think. I'll have to pull out the pictures and have a look and see. But, oh, the little flies here are all over my legs. They're liking me. I smell fresh. I don't know what that means. Anyways, there's all the rebar here. They have to build all these frames, or build the forms and pour them. Got a lot there. Slowly working their way to the back corner. So the next step after these are all done would then be to start leveling out the dirt and bringing in the new dirt for on top. Once they get all these poured and established and leveled, then they're due for their next payday. Well, the company is due for its next payday from Jen. These guys, they just get paid once a month. 300 baht a day. And they work, ideally, when they're here, 15 days on, 2 days off. So today is Friday, January the 11th. It's around 4:45. So it's their final push for today. It's a large crowd, and they're still here. Normally I see the truck drive past around 4:15 and they're all done. But now you can see here, they've got everything, all the rebar, supports, ready for the concrete to be poured and then backfilled. There's P-Jack, boss man. And then somewhere else is right here is P-Nun. So he's like the project guy. He's kind of like the boss. He's got different homes on the go. He's like the go-to guy. Oh, over here. And then there's the architect. Yeah. So a lot of the forms have come down now on that side where they've got all the foundation. This here again is on the driveway parts. This is all sort of lower than the rest. So I'm gonna go around, take a look at the other side. So I just had a good chat with P-Jack, but he said he's gotta go. He's gotta take the boys home. He's got some work to do. So yeah, so they've put these in now into the foundation, and this is where they're gonna run the blue tubing through. I couldn't quite understand, like English Thai, neither of us speak the opposite, other than we can count okay. So I'm not sure how the chemical gets out of these tubes. I was asking them if they had a bunch of holes in them, and if it was pumped out or not, but these, it sounds like they're gonna go to 2 containers. One will be in each corner, so one will service each side of the house. But he did say that with the dirt, and they'll bring it right up to level here, and then they're going to, they will put a whole concrete pad down. So that's kind of what I was thinking. So that eliminates the idea that I first sort of understood there was going to be like crawl space, I guess you could call it, like underneath the place. Not that you would be crawling around because everything is boxed off, but there's no dead space, so everything will be filled in, and then they'll actually bring in a sand, weighted sand or something like that goes on top to make everything smooth before they put the concrete down. They won't just have like the rough, coarse stuff before they put the concrete down. So then it'll be a full slab of concrete. Then they'll use those and they'll start go verticaling on the posts. P-Jack figures 3 days before they get the cement in, or before they start, because they still have all this foundation work here to do of boxing it and filling. Bye-bye!